Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, gonna be a TVZ here on Destination between Sziky and Speedlift. I think. Top left, or top of the map, we have our Teal Terran player. It is Speed If, or Lif. We're gonna call him Speed. And in the bottom right, we've got the Hungarian Zerg player. It is Sziky. I really like Sziky. He is an incredible Zerg player, he's a really good foreigner, and he knows how to drop against Terran and Protoss, so that automatically puts him into my favorite Zergs list. I'm not entirely sure what we know about Speed here, but if he can go toe-to-toe with Sziky in a macro game, I feel like he's pretty good. I searched his name on Wikipedia, searched it on Google, searched it on PW Replays, nothing came up, so I kind of feel like this was an alt for a professional player that they didn't use very often, so... Anywho, a TVZ on Destination. Haven't seen one of these for a while, I feel like. Hit the like button if you're excited to see Destination again. Hit that like button if you're excited to see Sziky. And hit that like button because you're just excited for a TVZ. Drone scouting or maybe proxy hatching. Let's see what it's gonna be. Okay. Well, I don't know. These are drones. Ooh. Man, if this is a proxy hatch, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so happy I'm going to jump out of my seat. Are we hiding this drone? We are not. Okay, so we're just harassing with this drone. It's going to be a 12 hatch. Over, down on the bottom side here. Check it out. 12 hatch-a-rooney. Pretty good timing. A little bit late, but no big deal. You know, you have to devote some APM and some timing for this drone attack. And drones can attack a little bit further away than SCVs. A little bit. But using that advantage is super, super hard to do. So I'm not entirely sure if Sziky's up to that. But he does regen HP, unlike the SCV chasing him. I don't know. This harass is pretty darn ineffectual, but maybe it's throwing Speed off his game. We'll have to wait and see. SCV scouting. Hatch firstin'. Pool coming up. Again, not a fast pool. Nothing that has to be worried about here for Speed. And I love this block. Like, honestly, we see Protoss do this a lot. We see Terran throw it on NG Bay blocks. We don't see enough drone blocking, I don't think, in the world today. So just delayed that a tiny bit. It wasn't too late. Got there basically enough time to escape before the Marines showed up. SCV comes in for the Scout-a-rooney and says, okay, so that's definitely a hatch first, or probably a 12 hatch. Don't have to worry about lings at all. No need for a bunker right now, but, you know, 6 lings are coming in, so maybe in a bit, maybe in a minute, we'll want a bunker. We'll have to see how we feel about it. This is a good map for lurker rushes as well, right? You can set your lurkers up in these positions and really get a nice concave going on. It's just not one choke to hold up with your bunker, right? You can come in from both angles, so you got to watch out for that as Terran. And having a lot of bio ready to go if that happens can be very, very good. So the lings are out, and the lings are cruising. They're moving across the map, trying to see what they can do. The gas is not even done yet, so that means the lair timing is a little bit late here too. And I think so far Speed can just kind of sit back and relax. He has to worry about these 6 lings that are out, but they're not going to have Speed anytime soon. We're not going for, you know, Aspire anytime soon. Just have enough Marines to deal with a few slow Zerglings, maybe pull a couple SCVs to fight with you, and you'll be just fine. That said, this is, you know, they're slowlings, but it is only 4 Marines, and they're jumping. Okay, so when I was like, don't worry about them, they're just slowlings, you gotta react to them a little bit faster than that, but you know what? I think that went just fine. What do we end up losing there? A single Marine, a couple hits off on these Marines, but otherwise they're cool, and all the lings died, so... Alright, Speed doing some good stuff. Not going to complain about it from Speed at this point in time. This SCV really wants to scout and does get killed by the drone. Hey, the drone stole the ling's kill. How mean. How rude. So, lair timing coming in. No metabolic boost actually at all. Macro hatch popping in the natural base for the Zerg. And Academy coming up back home for Le Terran. Le Terran. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Lair timing once again. A little bit late. Like, if you're really getting towards Mutalisks with a standard 2-base Mutalisk opening, then you're going to have this lair done by now, and your Spire is going to be on the way. So, again, delayed a little bit here. Didn't get the gas very early. Went for a higher drone concentration, which is why he has 23 drones right now. And he should be able to defend against this early attack. What's coming in here from Speed? Is he going to get some medics first? He's got the Academy. Production tabs, yeah, medics are coming in now. And another barracks. So it looks like maybe some, a little bit of 8-rack stuff, at least to start off the game here. Not going right for the mech play, which we haven't seen in quite a bit on the channel, I don't think. Terran's going directly into mech. They have been liking to start out with, with the Marines, with the Fire Bats, with the medics. They're more reliable against things like Zerglings. And mech's a little bit slower too, so you don't want to be caught with your pants down with not enough mech units when a big attack comes in. So it makes sense why Terrans like to do the strategy. There's your Spire. Once again, you want to start your missile turrets when the Mutalisks are in production. So there's a while yet before Speed needs to get that going, but he's got Engineering Bay anyway, because he probably wants to get +1 attack if I had to guess. Now, how many Sunkens are we going to get here from Sziky? At least 2? Do you want 3? Is the larger question on everybody's mind right now. And, well, the answer is Zergling Surround. So never mind. My gosh, we're not even using... Holy crap. Sziky just shut that thing down hardcore. Like, who needs... I mean, they're stimming and running around a little bit. The Fire Bats are alive, but that's about it. I mean, that's... Yeah, these Lings are probably dead. Nope, going for the run-by. Ooh, it's going to force Speed back a little bit. Man, Sziky's like, I'll make a couple Sunkens, but I probably won't need them. And by golly, he did not. So Ling's going for the run-by. Like, these are just scouting Lings for the most part. Do they get in? Oh, he gets in. He sees the number of racks. He sees the Engineering Bay. He sees the factory in production. Oh, an absolutely perfect scout. Did everyone go home to deal with that one Marine? Speed, buddy. We can't react that hard to it. Third base coming in behind it from Sziky on this right side, completely naked, completely undefended. But, the good news is there's 9 Mutalisks on the way here at about 7 minutes. And the turret production is on the way here, so far so good. I think everybody's doing just fine in this game. Speed's reacting pretty effectively. He did get overwhelmed by a big number of Lings. But again, that's a lot of workers that got cut. So Sziky's only still at 23 workers now. He was been this for a couple minutes, we've seen. Whereas Speed's able to get up to 36 SCVs on 2 bases. He's working on all them turrets. The Mutalisks are coming in. I don't know what I expect them to be able to do, but there's a lot of Marines sitting around. They're working on that +1 attack. Not going to be here for this Mutalisk harass. They wish they had it, but they don't. So that Marine's very available to die, and he does. Traditionally very available to die. Wow, is he just absolutely bullying these Marines at the natural base? There are more mutas. This guy's kind of hanging out, not part of the stacked up group right now. Lurker aspect coming in, +1 ground carapace. We're not making any more Mutalisks right now, but that doesn't mean we're done with them forever. And trying to pick up a few of these SCVs. Does get another one there. Speed's down to 37 SCVs. He's replacing them pretty quickly, though. Ooh, we're up to 10. 10 Mutalisks. A couple of them are injured, and yeah, enough Marines here are enough to be a concern. Yeah, we're starting to lose mutas, but we are making good trades with these Marines, too. And once again, you can win the game. If you kill enough of these Marines, then all of a sudden the Terran doesn't have much going on. He needs the Marines combined with the missile turrets to stay alive against this. So again, the stage of the game, where the Terran is pinned into 2 bases, they're not happy about it. They hate this stage of the match. But eventually there will just be enough Terran that they can move out against this and be fine. So, wow, really? We're just jumping into the Lings now. Okay. So the Lings jumping right on into this. But, my gosh, the Fire Bat's doing some work here. Turret's getting some work done, too. Ooh, that Fire Bat got sniped. Sniped! Mutalisk's taking some hits. Only down to 7 at this stage of the game. But the third base for Sziky's running. He's got that third gas starting to get saturated. And he can throw up some Lurkers at this ramp and be fine. He's got 4 Lurkers in production right now. And I assume those are the first 4 of many, I say. Mutalisk's trying to get as much value as they can, considering there aren't that many of them, and 3 of them are significantly injured. 38 is coming up right now. Got, again, the 4 Lurkers, more Overlords, because we're supply blocked temporarily here from Sziky. Siege mode coming in. Got a Queen's Nest on the way back home from Sziky. It's gonna be a Ling Muta Lurker attack. Oh, is it bait? Is this a Lurker trap? You know that meme with the anime dude being like, is this a... It's always like, is this a butterfly? Is this, you know, is this a fighting game? Whatever. The meme is very versatile, but... Is this a lurker trap, says Falcon? I mean, the lurker revealed itself, so it's not much of a trap at this stage. Speed knows they're out there. He's just waiting for siege mode to complete, which it just did. And you can send the tanks up, use the SCVs to spot a little bit, and should be able to clear these lurkers out of this position. Beautiful, beautiful positioning here. The lurkers having to retreat instantaneously. Scourge want it, but being careful with the Scourge. Not just throwing them away. I like this. Also, there's a dropship coming in from Speed, so perhaps some kind of a drop in the future. Sziky has spent way too much time being very comfortable back home and not having to worry about attacks. That early attack from Speed got shut down so hard that I'm not sure that Speed feels comfortable moving out, but he needs to. He needs to go. He needs to get a third base. He needs to get some damage done here, kill some drones. A drop might be able to do it. Comsat scan, recognizing, okay, so this, oh, gets the Scourge, all right, and a lurker dies. Okay, so kind of, no, Speed's the one who's baiting Sziky up here, and Sziky's taking the damage. I like that. I like that a lot. So this is a drop. This is Marines and 1 medic. Radiate on the lurkers, jumping onto siege tanks, losing a couple mutalisks in the process, but a siege tank does go down. And now Sziky is in full retreat. Now the question is, where's this drop? Where did... No. Did it? What? Did Scourge kill that drop when I wasn't... Look... What? Hold on. Please hold. What on earth killed that thing? Okay, so the dropship pops out. I'm going to follow you obsessively here, dropship. I'm going to load up, you know, a handful of Marines and a medic. Yada, 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 la, 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 la. And we're going to go. In the meantime, there'll be some pushing here from Sziky. And then Speed's going to shove it away and get some good trades with it as well. Yeah, I mean, getting those Scourge and that Lurker, Sziky's like, let's not go in there. 'Tis a silly place. And there's a Zergling here. Oh, there's 2 Scourge waiting for a drop. Okay, Sziky was just prepared. That's all it was. In the pipe, 5 by 5. We're on approach into our landing zone, and in front of us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rough stuff. Defiler Mound on the way. Adrenal Gland's coming in here from Sziky. He's feeling pretty happy about his 3-2 base scenario. The Lurkers, once again, zoning away the Marines. Against a lower level Terran, the Lurkers will just win. But against a higher level Terran, these Lurkers zone them away for the most part. Okay, the Mutas are just allowing the Lurkers to get some nice spines off. The Mutas all die, though. And the Lurkers do get picked out. And it's 97 to 79 supply for Speed. He needs to get something done, I feel like. And it's normal for him to have an income or an army value advantage right now. But not for much longer. It's going to start to get really scary if the Zerg player can macro up any harder than this. So Consume coming in. We're done making drones for the time being. Only at 34 total workers. Scourge do take down another science vessel. Or the first science vessel today. I apologize. And let's see if Speed wants to expand behind this. Does he want to go here? He wants to go here on the left side, which is fine. That's a good place to go. A little bit easier to defend against incoming Zerg attacks, for sure. Than this right side with the wider area to defend rather than this little tiny choke, yeah? Yar! Yar, matey. Alright, so Sziky thinking about pushing in a little bit here. Scourge does go down. That's a lot of Lurkers, though. And, okay, Scourge hit. It's only 1 Scourge, though. It takes 2 to take down that science vessel. Yeah, once Dark Swarm comes up, this will all change. These Lurkers are scary now. They will be a much scarier threat for Speed once we're ready to go with the bugs. So third base still not coming up from Speed. He's got 1,000 minerals on the bank. He needs to toss this down now. I know he's worried about microing in the middle of the map and everything, but that third base needed to start a minute ago. Oh, is he? Oh, he's building the command center inside his main. Oh, why is there an SCV down here then? I don't know. Whatever. He's still starting to float some cash. There's your Dark Swarm. And this is where Speed and every elite Zerg player or Terran player on Earth retreats from this position. Does not like what he sees. Yeah, the Dark Swarm is hard enough to deal with. We're just going to back out a little bit. We're going to irradiate a couple of these lurkers. Oh! So Toy Cop, he's a fairly newer subscriber to the channel, but he's in the Discord server, and he did some testing for me the other day. In when do lurkers we'll get back to that. Oh my gosh, a big jump up. Jumping on top of the tanks with the lurkers. The tanks are going down. Yeah, fairly well, everyone. This is not going well for Speed, man. It's only up about 25 supply right now, and his third base is just now existing and everything, but a fourth base is coming in from Sziky. So the point is, it depends what direction the siege tank is to the lurker when firing on it under Dark Swarm. Like, if it's on the right side of the lurker and it's firing away, the splash damage will come to the front. I need to find the video, but the directionality which the siege tank is in relation to the lurker depends on whether or not the splash damage will hit something that is near to it and cause it some problems. So here man, Sziky, I know I love this guy. This is why I love him. Oh, taking down another science vessel, another siege tank. It's surrounded. Beautiful micro there from Sziky surrounding that siege tank. And Speed's in a lot of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. So you remind me, and I'll put a link in the description to that video that Toy Cop made showing the weirdness that is damage of splash against lurkers from siege tanks, depending on directionality. So this is really bad. Speed's third base is... Nope, these are Adrenal Gland Zerglings SCVs. You don't want to fight against these. You will die. Okay, so all the SCVs die. What a terrible... Not a good life choice, I am stating. Oh, man. Speed. Down to 43 SCVs. That entire mineral line just got obliterated by a handful of lings. Because the horrible life choice was made to try to fight them with SCVs. Adrenal glands. They had adrenal glands. The fourth base by Sziky does get wiped out, though, which is pretty good stuff. Not going to complain about that. Nicely done by Speed, sneaking down that left side, and Sziky wasn't aware of it. Vision is a large part of this game. Lurker gets burned down. Speed doing some good stuff. I know he just lost all the SCVs at his third, and that was bad, but... Okay, takes down another Scourge. This group gets... Oh, man, absolutely massacred. The fourth base gets avenged quite nicely. If Speed's going to win this game, what he needs to do is either make a push here or get up to mech, get a ton of siege tanks out, and kind of cover this area from left to right with siege tanks. I've seen this done a lot on this map by elite Terran players, and it's really hard for Zerg players to break, even if they're going for things like drops. Love the dance. Plague-oo, by the way. Plague-oo! And the dancing tank. Head banging a little bit. Oh my gosh, that tank. Nope. That tank was plagued and Zerglings jumped on him. He dead. He dead for sure. If anything could shoot at air, this science vessel would be gone. But, you know, we don't have any of that because this is traditional, very traditional ZVT at the moment. Wherein the Zerg player doesn't have anything that shoots up. And the Terran player is going nothing that's really great against Lurkers and Dark Swarm. Oh, man. Sziky's just winning battles here, ladies and gentlemen. He is forcing Speed back over and over again. The good news for Speed is that his macro is pretty good. He's firing here on 7 barracks. Probably get up to that 8 eventually. Sziky starting to float some cash as well. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of macro hatches. He does have the 2 here, which is nice. He's not spending over at this base, though. Again, this is Sziky. He is an elite foreigner. He is not an elite Korean. Not an overall super duper elite StarCraft player. That's a great Plague-oo, though. That is a fantastic Plague-oo. Sziky, on the other hand, could be argued that he is saving up money for Ultralisks, and that's where his money's going to go when that Ultralisk Cavern pops. Speed on the other... Okay, this is... Yeah, one shot. And that one... Yeah, Marine saving the other one. Good job, good job. Speed replacing the science vessels, doing everything that he needs to do that way. And, yeah. So right now, 132 for Speed, 96 total supply here for Sziky. Worker count closer than Speed would like it, but still he's got an advantage. And man, Sziky is just willing to go for this. Just absolutely go for it in a way that a lot of Zerg players are not. It's what I appreciate about Mr. Sziky here. Okay, the Scourge count is healthy enough. It should be able to... Okay, all these are dead. Alright, alright. Alright. Speed's in an immense amount of trouble now. He's at 109 to 92 supply. His Science Vessel count, I think, just got entirely reset. I don't think he has any more Science Vessels at all. Was there a drop attempt that I totally missed? I assume it was over here. It didn't go very well for Speed. So he's trying drops. It's just not going all that fantastically for him. Oh, that lurker. Maybe this lurker. Oh, 3 kills on that lurker before he goes down. Sziky is totally willing to take the fight to the Terran. He's not ambushing. He's jumping on top of this stuff. There are 2 more Science Vessels here. There's 1 here. Sziky is starting to push on this 3rd base a little bit. Meanwhile, Speed takes the 4th base on the other side where the aggression is. But guess what? More aggression coming in from Sziky. He's expanding on the right side of the map as well. And that's a canceled base, and that's a dead SCV. And Lings are going to knock this down too if it existed in the top right corner, but it does not. So hit that like button if you're enjoying this match so far. This has been, honestly, a pretty good TVZ overall. Obviously, Sziky's in the lead right now. Our Terran player Speed is just not interested in transitioning into mech. I don't see it. Maybe. He's got time. He's got time wherein he can do this. But the Ultralisks are out. Sziky's money is drastically lower as anticipated. So the Irradiate's doing additional DPS, but also harming anything the Ultralisk comes in direct contact with. And okay, fair enough. We got +3 attack and +1 armor on the Marines. 2-1 upgrades here for Los Ultralisks. And with the Ling support here, too, everybody dies. But guess what? The 4th base dies, too. The problem for Speed is this was his army out on the map. He doesn't have any presence out on the map anymore. He's really kind of bottled in by yellow at the moment. I mean, these Zerglings are like, hey, why don't you try to expand down this way? That seems like a great idea. Nom, 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 nom. Meanwhile, Sziky's taking this 3 o'clock base. Speed considering taking the 9 o'clock, but again, he's just got Zerg right outside his front door. This is not good. This is really, really not good right now. Alright, well, once again, if at first you don't succeed, bringing the Ultras in. Siege tanks getting some nice hits off. Ultras are dying inside these Dark Swarms. The Ultra count is getting reset as well. I think there's a couple out here from Sziky. He's got 3 more rolling in. He's working on more of them. What he needs is more upgrades. He is working on attack upgrades. He's not working on armor. Does he not have... Is he not working on chitinous plating? What the heck? I don't think he is working on chitinous plating. Hold on. He's got 1 + 2, and they have 2, and yeah. He doesn't have the chitinous plating upgrade. What? Is Sziky forgetting about that upgrade as you're trying to prove a point? Ooh, man, this 4th base has died a lot today. It's gonna die again. So, alright. Speed kind of owns this hatchery. It's been killed at least 3 times now. And by that I mean, it's not kill the hatchery and then worry about everything else. Okay, there we go. He recognized everybody was gonna die. And they finished the mission before they died. A salute to those Marines and medics who perished that this base may go down. So, I don't know. Like, Sziky's only on 4 bases. He keeps losing this one, so it doesn't really count. He's still only at 39 total workers, which seems to be all that he really wants and needs at this point. Yeah, he's just irradiating Ultralisks early. Any Lings that are around, they're going to kill those Zerglings. Playgoo! All over those Science Vessels. And Speed's coming up to fight here. He's like, you know what? These Ultras are irradiated. They're dying faster. They're weakened. Oh, Scourge getting some beautiful hits there, though. Combo! That was several Scourge getting blown out of the sky there by the Marines with the machine guns. There's not a huge amount of Marines, but you know what? It's kind of working out here. We only have the +1 armor. No additional upgrades seem to be forthcoming. And there's the Dark Swarm and all the fun and games. Oh, second Dark Swarm. The fun and games are extra over now. And everybody left behind dies. Everybody retreating, trying to stay alive here. This Science Vessel count is actually pretty heavy, considering I think the entire count got reset about 5 minutes ago. So Speed's macro, if nothing else, is great. I really think he's done a pretty fantastic job dealing with the Zerg player today. I mean, again, he's lost a bunch of battles, but he's also... Oh my gosh. This drone is going to get a kill. Incredible. Who is... Oh, this one's healing it, which the drone's not attacking. All right. If Speed can get up here... Oh, we got plagued, though. If Speed can get up here and kill this base, I feel like his chances to win this thing just increased about 87%. That does not help things at all. Oh my gosh, the plague. Okay, so the spellcasting here for Sziky has been better, I will argue, than Speed's spellcasting today against the Zerg. The Irradiates have been good. A little bit of Defensive Matrix would not be terrible either, though. I'm just trying to tell you. Right now, Sziky has an overall supply lead at 25 minutes. Does not bode well at all for our Terran, but he's finally taken the top right base, which, considering Sziky hasn't retaken his base on the left side, it's possible. It's gonna be possible that Speed wins this game. It's not looking particularly promising for him, but it's not an unwinnable position. We're making some vultures, though. Look at him. He's avenging the dead medic. Look at this. Oh, he tried to avenge the dead medic. He couldn't, though, in the end. Alright, so the Ultralisks are gleefully murdering every Zergling that's there, but also every Marine, so, you know. It could be worse. Okay, Ultra dead, Ultra dead, Ultra dead. Yeah. That's a trio of Ultras completely dead. A small Ling Ultra attack coming into the top right. No SCVs! You cannot fight this Ultralisk! It will kill all of you! No! Don't irradiate it. It can just injure your SCVs more if you irradiate it. I don't know how this Ultra only has 5 total kills. I feel like he should have more than this. Hey! Reinforcing Zerglings have arrived. Okay, Speed's gonna lose this top right base, and that is really damaging to his ability to win this game. Another big Ling Ultra attack. Yeah, we're just getting overwhelmed right now in multiple parts of the map. If we are Speed. The Ultras tell me they have chitinous plating while I wasn't watching. They do not. So... Oh my gosh, look at this. Dude, that Spider Mine went across half of the map to kill that Zergling. Somebody asked about that the other day. Actually, I think it was in a comment on a video. Like, if a Spider Mine is being outrun by a Zergling, will it chase it forever? And the answer is yes. As long as the Ling doesn't get a significant lead on it, like in distance, then yeah. Okay, these guys went a little bit too far out by themselves. They're going to pull back home. This base is under assault again, I think. Dude, this, honestly though, this Zergling. Speed's been knocked down to 33 SCVs, which is not, no, not enough. It's not enough SCVs, friend. He's on 4 bases. This left side base coming up again for Sziky because he needs it, I think, to win this game. 115 to 109 supply. The Zerg player has a lead, and we're just continuing to pump these guys out. Honestly, having 3-3 would be nice for Speed. But, you know, +3 attack and +2 armor, which, you know, considering the Ultras don't have chitinous plating, I think it's fine. I think it works out. But if you had 3-3, I think that's an armor. Okay, so +3 attack Marines versus Ultras without chitinous plating. Ah, that is an advantage. Ow. How many of these are plagued? One of them? One of them, I guess. Alright, Speed, what do we got, man? Can you take down this right side base? Can you kill this left side base again? Because that might help you win this game. This is tight. I'm liking it. Neither player is playing perfectly, which makes for some really entertaining StarCraft, in my opinion. Oh, those spider mine hits were big hits. Trying to angle his Ultralisk so that nobody can really retreat that well from him. Alright, how many Ultralisks have died today? It's got to be at least 20, right? I think Speed is doing just fine. Okay, this top right base dying again is not fine. It is not fine. Speed's down to 24 SCVs. Speed is going for one kind of last hurrah here to kill this left base. Sziky doesn't have much of an army, though. I mean, he's got this up here, not much of an army. Ooh, these drones getting killed would be humongous. All right, so you irradiate everything. Oh, these lings. Look at these lings die. Playgoo, but look at these lings die. And these guys come up, and this base is going to die again. Scourge do end up killing. No, they don't end up connecting there. What is happening? Sziky, Speed's got some lings and ultras on production facilities, which is really bad. Like, extra bad. Sziky doesn't have speed for his overlords right now, which I'm actually extremely confused about. Sziky has forgotten some incredibly important upgrades today. Sziky decides to come jump on top of the production of the Terran, which is très mal. He has to lift up his barracks, and Speed's going to have to try to win something down here, because if he doesn't win the game with this attack, it's over for him. Is it just too many ultras and too many lings? It sure seems like it is. Irradiate or not. And I think that's your GG. Yeah, this army gets wiped out, and up north, all the production has been stopped. Zerglings are on top of everything. They're killing supply depots. They're killing missile turrets. And GG, yo, from Speed, GG from Sziky. And Sziky is your winner in 30 minutes and 47 seconds. That was a pretty good CVT. I'm not going to give it an epic tag or anything, but that was some really nice back and forth. I mean, honestly, if you can kill the same hatchery kind of 4 times in the same game in a TVZ, you're probably doing all right. The larger problem was he couldn't kill this right side base, and he kept losing this top right-hand base of his, and he never really established this one for himself either. So, yeah, I mean, against this Ling Ultra stuff, having a million siege tanks is very good. Just stating that for the record. So those of you in the comments, I hear you. I hear what you're typing before you type it. Speed went for the mass 8 racks, upgraded Marines with science vessel stuff, and it wasn't enough here today against Sziky, but he killed so many Marines. Even with the plagues, even with the dark swarms, he did a great job. Like, honestly, the units lost and the resources lost here are definitely going, I think, overall going to favor Speed, but just not enough in the end. Spending his money to the end there, though. Had a bunch of gas. Maybe more science vessels. I don't know. Defensive Matrix would have been cool. So Sziky's got 211,000 points, 198,000 for Speed. Ended up producing 707 Zerg units to 505 for the Terran. Killing 500 Zerg units. But when there are 200 produced, yeah, that's where things get a little bit dicey. And then resources. Sziky more gas. Minerals mined is approximately even. And then total spent here is, wow. That's significantly more for Sziky. Ended up spending 8,000 more. Wait, hold on. Maths are wrong. 2 plus 6. Yeah, 8,000 more resources than the Terran player did. And yeah, worked out. Worked out in the end. Lost that 4th base a bunch of times. Didn't really matter. Just really great plagues. Really great dark swarms. Didn't get chitin plating today. Chitin plating was missing, which I am eternally confused by. But hey, could be worse. Could have lost. All right, so that right there is gonna be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.